Most animals leave their dead where they fall. You don't. And that difference is stranger than you think. Around 60,000 years ago, a Neanderthal was laid in a cave in northern Iraq, surrounded by wildflowers, placed carefully, deliberately. This was not Homo sapiens. This was a creature with a fraction of your brain complexity. And it was already doing something that looks unmistakably like grief. So the real question is not when humans started burying their dead. It is why. The obvious answer is religion. But that is wrong. Burial predates organized religion by tens of thousands of years. Paleoanthropologist Lee Berger found deliberate burials made by Homo naledi, a species with a brain 1/3 the size of yours. No evidence of language, no evidence of complex culture. But they carried their dead deep into cave systems and placed them there with intention. They were not burying for the afterlife. They did not have that concept yet. Researcher Paul Pettit argues the real reason was simpler. A decomposing body inside a small group created fear, disruption, grief that destabilized the living. Burial was not a gift to the dead. It was a survival tool for the living. It gave the group a way to say, this is where the lost now lives. This is the boundary. We can move forward. Your brain cannot grieve an abstraction. It needs a location for the loss. Studies in grief psychology confirm that people with no body to bury, no grave to visit, take significantly longer to recover and are at higher risk for complicated grief disorder. The burial site gives your nervous system something it desperately needs: a coordinate, a place on the map where the missing person now exists. Your ancestors discovered this not through philosophy, through pain. The objects found in ancient graves tell the same story. Ochre pressed into bone, tools placed beside hands, food beside mouths, not religious offerings. The same impulse that makes you leave flowers at a grave today. The same impulse that keeps a coat in the closet long after someone is gone. Anthropologists Thomas Winton and Frederick Coolidge found that the emotional wiring for grief, for absence, for reaching towards someone who is no longer there, evolved before the language to describe it, before the ritual to contain it. You felt loss before you had a word for it, and so you buried. There is one more layer. Burial may have accelerated human bonding, grieving together, marking loss together, sharing the weight of absence. It deepened trust between the living. Grief processed as a group may have been one of the earliest engines of human cooperation. The thing that feels like it is breaking you apart is the same thing that held your species together. Every cemetery, every vigil, every photograph kept on a nightstand, all of it traces back to a small group crouching over a body they were not ready to leave, pressing flowers into the earth. You still do the same thing, because your brain still needs what their brains needed: a place for the people you lost, a location for the love that has nowhere left to go. Tonight, when you think of someone gone, your brain reaches for them automatically. That reaching is 60,000 years old, maybe older. And it is not a flaw. It is the oldest proof that the people around you mattered, that they still do.